So yeah, I have not done like a makeup sit down type of video in a while, honestly. So this is probably gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna be talking in this one, so it's most definitely gonna be all over the place, so y'all bear with me. This is gonna kind of sort of be like a story time type of thing, and then while y'all watch me do my makeup. Now I know a lot of people have been asking me, like a few people have been asking me like for me to do like my updated makeup tutorial type of shit. Yeah, I'm not no makeup guru, but I know how to beat a face. I'm not gonna be telling you guys all the products and all that extra stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be sitting here showing you guys all that. I'm gonna try to put them linked in the description bar down for you guys, as many things as I can. And y'all, like, high-key didn't want to like make this video. Okay, so let me actually start doing my makeup. Like, girl, wait. I'm gonna put the matte putty primer on my face. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on my face because I am pretty oily. But yeah, like I really was like damn, should I add this to my channel? Because you guys know, like, it's like I have a niche, but at the same time I don't necessarily really have a niche. So it's like I'm like, damn, okay, I'm here kind of confusing my subscribers and stuff like that. So it's like, damn, Luigi, I don't know like what you're trying to do. Like, are you trying to do like just stick to lifestyle? Are you trying to stick to business and all that extra shit? And I was just like conflicted. I'm like, oh, excuse me, should I even be doing makeup on my channel and stuff like that? So it's just like I just been having a lot of those thoughts. But then I'm just like, wait, girl, it's your channel. Like, if you want to do makeup on it, then do makeup. If you want to do business on it, then do business. If you want to do hair, if you want to do whatever, bitch, if I want to fly over the moon, I'm finna do it. Because at the end of the day, it's my channel, and I feel like I got so caught up on trying to stay within a niche. Because even when you're not in a niche, you're still in a leash. Even when you're not in a niche, you still kind of are in a niche. So I kind of sort of was in a niche, and honestly for 2022 I don't care. I don't care to be on it in a niche and all that extra stuff. So whatever video, whatever I'm doing at my time, hold on you guys, I'm taking the Airspun and I kind of mixed it with banana powder. I'm taking that and I'm just gonna also add this to my face, and this is just for it to be extra because I am very oily and I need my makeup to last until tonight, because I know tonight I'm gonna be going out, most likely probably on a date. Let's see how that works out because it's the first day of 2022. But yeah, so like I need my makeup to like stick, so, and this most definitely helps. But yeah, and I'm just like, damn, YouTube started high-key feeling like a job, which it kind of is, and but it just kind of sucked the fun out of it. If you guys didn't watch my my last hair video, which was me installing that curly wig, I do get into that with you guys, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you guys want a little bit more in depth into like the reasons why I stopped doing hair reviews and all that extra stuff. But yeah, like I don't want it to be feeling like a job and stuff. So whatever I feel like posting is what I'm gonna post. If you guys like it, you guys like it. If you guys don't like it, that's completely fine. Whoever is gonna watch me and support me, that's just what is gonna happen. Y'all, I'm here looking like a freaking ghost. So now I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me matte poreless, and it's in the color 365. Yeah, this is the only foundation that I use because all the other foundations that I've tried, they just don't hit like the Maybelline. So and y'all, my brushes are actually clean this time. I'm also gonna go in with the, what is it, the Black Opal foundation stick in Ebony Brown. This is high-key like my contour shade, but I kind of sometimes when I'm feeling extra, I do mix it in with my Maybelline, just so you know it could kind of tone it down, because I do like it when I look a little bit more so on a browner tone and stuff. So sometimes I just add a few taps in there. But anyways, let me actually get into the story time. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this story time, but yeah, so if you guys didn't know, in the beginning of the year, I kind of started, I didn't start, but I was writing down like my goals and stuff like that. And one of my goals was to actually, you know, start going out more, because I was so inside the house. I mean, I still do be inside the house, but like I was just so stuck on work mode, and that I just don't enjoy like going out and stuff like that. And I hikey started becoming very antisocial and stuff like that. And I used to be like very social. I used to, you know, and I still am in certain settings and stuff like that, but I just don't like being around people now. And I'm just like, girl, that's not good, because wait, I can't stay in this house forever. Since I don't necessarily really go out like that, I'm like, okay, let me do a dating app. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let me join a dating app. Should I tell you guys? Yeah, so I joined Hinge, and it's been, I probably have been on it for like maybe, I would say about, yeah, it's hard for me to do my makeup and talk at the same time. Like, when people be saying that, it's like not even to be funny. Like, it's really hard for you to actually focus and do both at the same time. But yeah, so I joined Hinge, and I kind of been on it probably for like a month now. Yeah, I would say it's been kind of like a little shy of a month, maybe not even a month yet. I honestly don't know. Just know I haven't joined it for that long. And oh, I'm here not telling you guys, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. Yeah, and it's in the color Deep Olive. So after going through it for like a good a couple of days, I end up well, I matched with like a few people, but majority of them is very inconsistent. So that's one thing that I really have to say about Hinge. Like when you're, I mean, I guess it's all dating apps, like it's very inconsistent. The people are very inconsistent, and I don't like that. So I finally met this guy. So this is where the story time is going to get into. Let me just blend this out, because I don't want it to get stuck and I'm not able to actually, you know, move it and stuff. So I finally met this guy. Let's call him I don't want to say a name that's too close to his name. Let's say his name was, that's a cute name, Devon. So let's say no, because he's not black. Rico. Okay. So I ended up matching with Rico. Actually, I actually did not match with him, I believe. I think I seen him, but then I'm like, no, I actually did. I actually seen him in the profile, and he said something really funny in his profile, because in Hinge you can actually go in and you can do voice like memos or something like that. So he did this voice memo, and it was pretty funny, and I commented on his, yeah, this looks crazy, but I'm telling you guys, it's gonna come together. But yeah, like he did this voice memo, and it was really funny, and I commented, I said something, I don't know, I said something funny back to his stuff, because he actually was singing. So that's when, I think like either later that day or that next day, he actually, no, I think it was the next day he actually messaged me. And you know, that's when me and Rico actually started, you know, like we started talking and stuff like that. Now in the first couple of days, it wasn't necessarily really too consistent, because I don't be on that app all day every day. And mind you, by the time I actually found him, I kind of already like was annoyed with the app. I was just like, okay, I don't care for it. Like I got bored. Like one thing about me, I get bored very easily. So you know, I got bored and stuff like that, so I wasn't really paying it no mind. So when he would message, I would message like either hours later or like the next day. But I don't know exactly what happened, but we actually started talking a little bit more frequently. I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but I think it's because, I don't know, the conversation got good or something. And out of all the people that I actually started talking to, he was a little bit more consistent. Like he was more consistent, and he actually was trying to have like conversation, and not just, oh, how was your day, what you're doing. Like I hate what you're doing as conversations. Like if I see a person saying what you're doing, I'm just gonna end up just stop. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stop messaging you, because what's the reason, Steven? Like why you, like I'm doing the same thing I was doing 5 minutes ago. But anyways, but yeah, so like he was very consistent. He was trying to ask me questions and all this extra stuff. Now this is gonna be flag number 1. So with him, we used to talk at certain times. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, girl, I could have been peeped that, but we only talk certain times. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take this little angled brush, and I'm gonna take my Morphe and just spray it a little bit before I'm gonna use that same one that I use for my foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit, and I'm actually gonna use that as my contour. So yeah, damn, I forgot where I left off. But yeah, we only talked at certain times. Like we wouldn't talk too early. We would talk mainly in the afternoon, like around 9, 8ish, not even 9, like around 8ish. Like we would stop messaging. Like, I mean, I would message him, but he wouldn't message me back until the next day, sometime in the afternoon, if that makes sense. So we always had some type of, you know, time frame and stuff like that. And then he told me what he do. I'm not gonna tell you guys what he did, but just know it's something that required him to, like, you know, sometimes wake up early and stuff like that. But yeah, like so sometimes he did have to wake up early. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, he goes to sleep. Me, I like to put things into perspectives, okay? So I'm just like, okay, maybe most of the time he just stopped messaging me because, you know, he has to wake up early in the morning, and it makes sense. Like, why would you be up all night? Because me, yes, now I do go to sleep more earlier. Like, I go to sleep around 11, but we would stop texting around like 8. So I mean, it was still a little bit early, but I'm just like, okay, maybe he just got busy, or he just likes to sleep at a certain time and stuff like that. So bet. Then one day, damn, did he actually, no, before he got my number, he actually got my Instagram. He was like, oh, you know, what's your Instagram and stuff like that. Me, I personally do not like giving people my Instagram, because I mean, then again, I don't even post like that, but at the same time, I just don't like giving, you know, guys my Instagram and stuff. But you know, he was just like, oh, just give me your Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, you're about to stalk me? And he's like, haha, yeah, probably. But yeah, so like I gave him my Instagram, and then he followed me on Instagram. And you know, when you find someone, when you see someone's Instagram, you go in and you look into details and all that extra stuff. And you know, everything seemed pretty legit. And mind you, actually, let me go back. One of the conversation actually, like the third like deep conversation we had was actually, we're just like, okay, like, why are you single type of thing? Because I'm hoping if you're on the app, you are single, you know? I'm hoping you're single, right? So that was one of the conversations we had. And he was like, he was explaining to me, he doesn't really get into that much relationships. He only been in a couple of relationships all his life. And he was a certain sign that, you know, it takes them a while to, like, I guess, trust people and then, you know, actually take them serious and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, his sign made sense with him and stuff like that. I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl concealer in the color Almond, and I'm just gonna focus it on the centers of my face because I want my under eye to be, oh, excuse me, very bright. So I'm just gonna focus it right here. But yeah, he was just like, oh, I don't get in that much relationship. And then he was explaining to me how his last relationship ended, like why it ended and stuff like that. Again, I'm not gonna go into that because that's his confidential information. I'm not here trying to, you know, get too deep in sharing his personal information. So yeah, he was telling me what ended and stuff like that, how it ended, and how even after they ended, there was still, you know how after you break up with the ex, you guys are still kind of keep in contact with each other and stuff like that. So it was kind of something like that, until I think he stopped talking to her after like a couple of months, probably like a year later, he stopped talking to her. So I'm like, okay, so you haven't been messing with her recently. So I'm just like, okay, that's good. You guys are like, he's like done with that, you know, he's done with that. So yeah, and mind you guys, like, dude was like pretty interested, right? Because, you know, he was coming with the, like, you know, the conversation just flew because, you know, he was asking questions. Like, he was very interested. Like, he was trying to, like, you know, get to know me. So I thought. So yeah, so I just wanted to add that in there. But yeah, so he added me on Instagram and stuff like that, and then, you know, he literally was watching my story, well, the times that I did post my story, because again, like, I barely post on Instagram, so like he would always watch my Instagram here and there. And honestly, you guys, after I joined that app, like, I had to kind of started posting a little bit more, because, you know, the little cute selfies, you know, I started posting those, because, you know, you just gotta show out a little bit when you have people actually watching, people that you're interested in watching your story and stuff like that. So, you know, I would post cute little things here and there. He would do little heart eyes and stuff. And mind you, this is us still talking through the Hinge app. So, okay, boom. And then the next day, not the next day, now a couple of days later, I barely watch his story, because one thing about me, I don't like having people think that I'm like, you know, it's like trying to, you know, too interested to the point where I'm watching your story all day every day. So sometimes I would not watch his stories, and sometimes I would. I just watch it occasionally. So, you know, one day I happened, most of the time he don't be posting that much stuff on his story, but one day I seen he posted this, I don't know, he just looked very childish with his friends. I'm like, ooh, he childish. So that was already like, had my stomach was like, it's giving me childish. But I'm just like, okay, the conversation is good, so don't judge too quickly, because one thing about me, I'll find just the tightest thing to stop talking to you. So you know, I'm just like, okay, girl, don't take it too serious. Like, it's not that deep. You don't know, like, that's probably how he is with his friends, because, you know, when you're with your friends, you just be acting a fool. So I'm just like, okay, let me give it the benefit of the doubt. Okay, boom, that was one of the days. Now a couple of days later, tell me why he posted this quote. If I actually did screenshot this, don't tell me why I screenshotted it, but it was just a little bit iffy. Like, it had me thinking, like, why did you post this? So like, my brain was already working when he actually posted this quote on his story. Like I said, if I have it, I'll post it somewhere on here exactly what the quote say. And basically, I don't know if it was the Justin LaBoy, one of those quotes, but it basically had to do with something, when I used to get a lot of good morning texts, something that around those lines. And then the text actually ended with, too bad I don't, you know, get that anymore. No, I think it was, damn, how did it go? Something about when you wake up to a lot of good morning texts and stuff like that. I think it was somewhere around those lines. And then and he actually commented on that on top of it. You know how when you add your own thing to the post, and then he said, too bad I don't do this, too bad I don't get this anymore, because I'm taken, something around those lines. That's what he said. And I was like, okay. So after I seen that, I was like, okay. You know, at the same time, I'm like, okay, he could have meant anything. But then, you know how I'm trying to convince myself not to be crazy, because my mind likes to, like, go crazy. Like, I like to think a lot. So I'm just like, okay, maybe he was, you know, talking about, like, back then. He's not talking about now type shit. Like, ain't no way. But I still screenshotted it. I don't know why I screenshotted it. I don't know if I screenshotted it just to, I guess, to show him that I seen. But then again, I would never show him, because I'm like, I don't want him to think that I'm like being crazy, because it's not like we're anything. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline eraser, and I'm actually going in the color 141, and this is a tad bit brighter. Again, you guys, like, I like to brighten my under eye a lot. Okay. But yeah, like, I didn't want to seem crazy, but I still screenshot it, because, you know, one thing about me, I like to have evidence around things, you know. So I was like, okay, so that that I think was strike number 2 for me. I was just like, okay, that's just a little bit weird. Like, okay, like, so anyways, I just left it alone. But you know how when you just put a note, I do a mental note in my head. I'm like, okay. So I already started, you know, not pulling back, but I already started, like, you know, just have a mental note. I'm like, okay, don't really take him too serious, because he seemed like he got a lot going on, right? So that's when yeah, so a couple of days go by, and then not even a couple of days, probably like that following weekend, we was actually still talking, and he actually asked me for my number. He asked me for my number, and I gave it to him, and he actually did not message me that same day. He actually messaged me the next following day, because you guys keep in mind what I said in the beginning, we don't message after a certain time. And when I gave him that you know, text and stuff like that, it was around when I finally seen his text, because he actually texted me like way earlier. He texted me like around 6 p.m. and I actually seen it because I was working and I wasn't, you know, really checking my phone like that. And then I messaged him around like probably like 9ish. Yeah, like some part around 9ish, right? I messaged him, but I already knew he wasn't gonna, you know, actually respond, because I know he goes to sleep at a certain time. So, and this is me just speculating. I don't know what he was doing, but in my head, I'm just like, okay, maybe he just went to sleep. But yeah, so he didn't message me that day, but he did message me the next following day. Oh my God, yeah, I hate when this happens. Can you guys see? Like, I don't know, like it looks freaking crazy. But anyways, because I need to talk faster. But yeah, so he messaged me the following day, you know, good morning and all that extra stuff, and I'm like, okay, bet. You know, I don't think we even talked that much, because like I said, I don't really be checking my phone like that, and this is new to me. I haven't really been used to actually checking my phone to text people, because I don't use my phone to text people. So sometimes it just be a little bit off when, you know, people message me and I message an hour back. But it really do not be my fault. It's just I'm so used to not texting people. So, you know, a couple of days go by, and I actually looked at his story again. You know, it was around that time. I haven't watched his story in a while, right? I haven't watched his story in a while, and that actual what order did this go in? Did he? Yes, actually the Instagram thing actually came. No, he texted me that following day, but we actually ended up talking until, damn, what was it? Until like what? Around nighttime again. Like, you guys, we would only message like a couple of times around this time. Like, so it kind of started not necessarily fading when we transitioned to text, but it wasn't as frequent as it was on the app. So he actually messaged me around like the same time, like around 7, 6, right? And again, I did not see the message until like hours later. No, actually the Instagram thing come first before he messaged me. Yeah, so let me do the Instagram part, because yeah, I was trying to figure out what went first actually, and the Instagram thing that I seen again actually what threw me off, and then the text thing came. So yeah, I'm not used to doing stories times. So there was that annual time, you know, it's been a couple of days since I watched his story, so I'm like, okay, it's about that time for me to, you know, see what he got going on in his stories and stuff like that. So one day I went on there, the day that I wanted to check his story, and I seen a little green bubble. Mind you, I never was in a green bubble before. Like, I mean, yeah, I seen him post before. I know I literally seen a green bubble, and I was confused because I'm like, I never seen his thing be green before. So I'm like, wait, so he added me to his close friends. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, we about to see some crazy stuff, and crazy stuff we seen, okay? So you know, I'm just like, okay, let me check it, because bitch, he probably just added me to his close friends because clearly he wants me to see something, right? He want me to see something. So I'm like, okay, bet. I clicked on it. You know, it was going through the regular stories, and then you know, he was out. Mind you, it was the weekend, so he was out with his friends and stuff. I guess he was like at a hookah lounge or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, he having fun. And then boom, the last one was the close friends one, right? And you guys, I'm gonna go in with my Airspun. Actually, no, I'm actually gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me in medium deep 30, just to set my eyes first, and then we're gonna go in with the Airspun. But yeah, so I'm just like, okay, and then I finally get to the last one, which is the close friends one, right? And you guys wouldn't believe what I seen. So basically, I didn't screenshot this, y'all. So basically, it was him. He was holding the phone, and there was another human being, a female to be particular, next to him. He was holding the phone, and the female was next to him, turned around, and there was like, okay, I look crazy, but there was basically licking tongues, right? I was like, Rico, this what we doing? That's not even it. That's not even the worst part, you guys. So I was just like, okay, maybe this is his friend, and you know, they like to play tongue tag or some shit. Let me stop playing. But I was just like, okay, that already turned me off. And then that's when in text, in a little bit smaller text down below, tell me what I seen. What I seen was he typed that him and his girlfriend are looking for someone for a threesome. And I think he said something, you gotta be pretty or something like that. He said something around those lines. So basically, but the whole premise is they're looking for someone for a threesome. And that was the time he added me to his close friends. So after that, I was just like, oh, this nigga's wild. I was like, oh no, this nigga is wild. So after that, I was already like completely turned off, right? I was already like, okay, yeah, this nigga is a dub. Like, I'm not even gonna, cause you know, like the little things that he already was doing, I already like, you know, put a mental note. Even when he did that quote, I already did a mental note, but like, I just put a mental note to it. But after I seen that, I was like, oh, okay, he done for. Like, KO, like he's done for, right? So, you know, I just seen it. I was just like, okay, kept it moving. Ain't say nothing. And then he actually did message me. He messaged me, right? Either the next day or that same day. I don't know which one. But don't tell me why I responded to the text. But one thing about me is like, I wouldn't necessarily, when I see something, I'm not going to necessarily just cut you off right then and there. I already knew that I'm not even interested in him anymore. But I was just like, okay, he texted, so I'm just going to respond to it. So it actually was, like I told you guys, he messaged me around 6, 7, right? And you guys, I forgot to mention, on the weekends we did not text. Like, it was Monday through Friday from like around noonish to 6. It was like a time thing, right? So around noonish to like 6, 7 we would stop. No, around 7, 8 we would stop messaging, right? So, but me personally, I just still respond because like I'm up, I see your message, I'm gonna respond to you. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna put the air spun in the corners of my eyes just to make it a tad bit brighter. But yeah, so like in the time that I already responded, mind you guys, I already seen his Instagram, so I was already like, you know, thrown off. So like I just messaged back just to message back. Don't ask me why I messaged back, I just did. And I was very nonchalant. And basically I messaged him around probably like late 9, almost 10 p.m. ish. I messaged him and I already knew he was not gonna respond back to me because again, I already know his schedule, and you know, he out here working hard. Actually, it was the weekend, so I'm just like, okay, he probably is still out with his peoples and all this extra stuff. So I was just like, I just sent the message and I just put my phone away. Or I just started watching my show, right? I responded to him around late 9ish, right? And tell me why, you know, like less than 5 minutes of me responding to him, you know, I'm cozy in the bed, I'm chilling, I'm watching my show. I don't know what show I was watching at that time. I think I was watching The Innocent, because I think my sister put me onto that show on Netflix. It's okay, it's a decent show. But yeah, so I was watching that, you know, I laid down, you know, I wasn't expecting anybody to message me, you know, just chilling. And tell me why, less than 5 minutes later, a number texted me. like an unknown number texted me, and I'm just like, what the fuck, what this number is. And at that time my phone was a little bit closed. It was closed. So I didn't see the message yet. I just seen the phone number. So, I, unlocked my phone, did my face thing, and then I went on my messages. And at first I thought it was his number because it was a little bit similar. They have the same area code. I'm gonna go in, actually you guys, I got the wrong brush. So I'm actually gonna go in with the L'Oreal 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder, and I got this in the color 370 Mocha, but I also have it in 355 Sienna. And this one, excuse me, I just focus a little bit more in like the corners of my eyes. Actually, no, I don't do this first. I actually contour first, and then I go in with the powder foundation to like blend everything in. So I'm gonna go in with my contour palette, which is the Morphe Supreme. Yeah, this palette hits, like it brings color to your face. Anyways, back to the story. So the same area code. So like at first I just automatically thought it was him, right? But then the first thing that I seen was, who's this? I'm like, why would he text me, who's this? Like, nigga, you know who this is. Like, you messaged me not too long ago, like a couple of hours ago. Now you already forgot who I was. Like, I'm confused. And then that's when I looked at the numbers. Like, I went back and I'm just like, wait, because I don't see no previous text. So I'm just like, okay, this can't be him. And then I'm good at like, figuring things out. So, automatically I'm like, oh, it's his girlfriend. His girlfriend, his whoever it had to be. In my head, I'm just like, okay, it must be the girl from the Snap, the threesome girl, the one with the tongue. So I'm like, that must be her, because who else could it possibly be? Like, because why is a number, like, I literally texted him less than 5 minutes ago, and then a number just messaged me and they said, who's this? And I haven't given my number to anybody else, and it was the same area code. It was like a no-brainer. I'm like, okay, it's his whoever, it's his side piece, his girlfriend, his whoever it must be. And she asked me, who is this? And this is kind of the end of the story. But honestly, you guys, I did not message back. I did not message him back. Well, I didn't message her back. Yeah, I didn't message her back because I'm like, ain't no reason, like, because why are you texting me? Like, when I explained this story to my sister, I didn't really think about it, but your number that's texting me, which means you have my phone number. Why are you texting me, who is this? I should be texting you, who is this? Like, you get what I'm saying? And I didn't even think about it that way when she said that. I'm like, wait, that's true. Like, why? Even that's even more confirmation. Like, it has to be the girl, because like, why is it saying who is this? Like, that made no sense because you texted me. But yeah, like, after that, I didn't text her back because I'm like, girl, ain't no point. Girl, you can keep your man, because I most definitely do not want to share him, and I most definitely do not want no damn threesome with y'all. But yeah, and I think the next day he actually did message me, but after like I got the who's this message, I did not unfollow him on Instagram when I seen what he posted on the close friends. But after I got the message, I most definitely I took him off Instagram. I unfollowed him on Instagram. I unmatched with him on Hinge because I'm like, yeah, I don't want that energy around me. So I unfollowed him everywhere. I think his number is still in my phone, but that's because it was never saved. I don't save people's numbers because that's high-key kind of bad luck, especially dudes you're about to talk to. So his number was never saved. If it does happen to pop up, then I'll most likely like just delete it. Even if I am clearing out my phone, because sometimes I do clear out my phone, I'll just go ahead and delete the number. But girl, yeah, so that basically is what happened. Like, he asked, so I'm guessing he wanted a threesome. I don't know, but yeah, that's how my Hinge experience is going. Like, yeah, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, and a couple of he actually was still watching my story, even though, like I told you, like, he messaged me but I didn't message back. But he actually just started to he was still watching my stories, and it still said follow back. So I guess he didn't get the memo yet. But after a couple of days later, I think he got the memo because I went on his profile, and yeah, and he didn't follow me anymore. So I think he got the message, or he probably went through his phone and seen that his girlfriend sent the who's this thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly finish my makeup, y'all, because yeah, let me quickly just finish my makeup because this video went way too long. It went way too long, and I'm actually using the Morphe to be my eyeshadow in a sense, because I'm not doing no eye look for this video. I just want something very minimal and simple. So I'm gonna quickly just do my makeup. I'll probably have some music so you guys can hear, and then I'll come back and end this video. Okay, you guys, so I'm basically done. I lined my lips with this brown lip liner, just a regular either eyeliner or lip liner. I think this is a lip liner, and it's in like a brown color. I outline it. Now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Peach Bellini. Like, y'all, I love this gloss. This like my go-to gloss for everything. Y'all see that? Ooh. Okay. And I also outlined my lips, well, my eyes, with this Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. And I think we're kind of done. I'm gonna spray my face one more time. I'm debating if I want to put mascara, but I'm actually gonna spray my face first and then put on mascara, because I don't want the mascara to run, because every time I spray my face and before I put after I put my mascara, that shit always leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just one last time. And then I sometimes like to put some on the beauty blender, wait until it dries. And then once it's like damn near almost dry, I'm gonna go in with that to go down here, because you know sometimes the spray does not get in the bottom of your eyes, so it's good for you to just go in there yourself. What's up? I don't understand why you want to tell me this when I'm recording. You want to be in my video so bad. You want me to turn the camera?
No.
Because I know you see. Mom, but did you not hear me talking right now? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, fix my hair and do my baby hairs, and then I'm gonna come back and then we could finish up this video. You guys, so I just went ahead and I laid my baby hairs a little bit, and I just passed like one good stroke to the flat iron. Now yeah, so just to overall, now let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to continue this, because I mean, I thought about just leaving the app, but I'm just like, I'll just leave it here, just you know, the days that I do want to go out and stuff like that, and I don't want to just give up that quickly. But yeah, let me know about what you guys think in the comments down below. Should I continue doing like these story times like this in there? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be no story time channel, okay? I'm not gonna be no story time channel, but if I do have like some stories and stuff like that, like some funny things to tell you guys, I want to be able to tell y'all, you know. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.